Hey planner friends, welcome back to the Planner Hoot. Today is part 3 of my full planning system and I'm showing you my focus planner. So this planner is what I use to stay on track with my 9 to 5 tasks on a day-to-day basis, but it still connects to my full planning system so that everything else that I have juggling around me is still aligned with specific goals and projects that I want to accomplish this year. So let me show you how I use and move into my Christy planner every month. So this is my Laurel Denise Kristy planner. It is planner number 3 in my 4 planner system that really helps me stay focused throughout my crazy life. If you've seen part 1 and part 2, you know that Rose is my foundation planner and Nancy is my command center. So this planner exists because Nancy was just already very busy. So when I realized that I was trying to squeeze in everything for my work stuff into my Nancy, I realized I was just losing focus on the bigger picture and all of the bigger projects I really wanted to focus on for my family business. And so because this really does take a lot of attention throughout my week, I really wanted something where it deserved its own space for that full attention. So my 9 to 5 is my family business, and so we're a small family manufacturing business, and we do everything in house from start to finish. So there are a lot of things going on behind the scenes that, of course, I help manage, but also everything upfront from the customer service, marketing, website work, all the ordering, everything fun, all of that is part of my daily routine. So, with that said, there are definitely a lot of things that need my full attention in this planner. And so, my job here is very important to me. And so, I just want to make sure that it got its own planner so it's really focused in just this one thing. And actually, May and Christy were actually the newer planners from the collection last year. And it was just a perfect timing because when I figured that I just wanted to separate everything for my family business from my daily Nancy planner, I was like, I needed something, and it was just perfect timing that these layouts came out because they were perfect. I actually started with the May planner. Um, this was the May planner from last year. So the May had everything going this way, and then the Christy now has it going this way. So I just changed out my weekly layout, but the monthly is the exact same. And so I started with this one and I transitioned to this one because of the note space. I do have a video comparing these two and how I ended up making my final decision on that. But they're both such great planners, especially for the focus work that I really wanted to concentrate on. So I did switch it out, and Christy so far has been such a great addition to my planning system. So because this one is a book bound, I'm not doing, of course, any major changes or inserts or anything like I did in my Rose and my Nancy planner, but I'm still just going to show you guys how I'm using this planner. So here, my monthly view is any marketing related campaigns, any deadlines, and then any manufacturing schedules that I kind of have to remember. I will go ahead and use my month for. And then throughout the week, what I love about it is I just make additional notes based off of what that day's going, what we have, what I need to follow up with. These are just things that I kind of have throughout the week that just kind of come up and what I really focus on. Before I go into my projects, let me show you my back pages. So the back pages are just the same. They have your 2027 overview, and I'll just make notes of what I need to remember for next year. I don't know what I'm using this for yet, or if I'm going to use it, to be honest. And then my yearly plan here, I was not sure what I was going to use it for, but then I decided that I was going to just map out all of the big marketing campaigns because I do have this in a digital like Excel sheet. I thought that I can go ahead and mimic that onto this so that I can be able to just flip through and look at what the year ahead is going to look like for all of our marketing things. Because I do plan out the marketing budget every month, I think it'll be a nice remembering of what I need to focus on for campaigns, and it'll help me kind of plan out my budget. So that's what I'm going to do this or use that for. And then I don't really use the checklist because, again, I have this in digital, but I wanted to get into the rhythm of using it. So I just put like my monthly end, my monthly start, and my monthly marketing things that I do. And then I tried to do like my weekly things, but then I got a little bit of a brain fog when I was like, well, how do I put this up here because they're my weekly weeks? So I put it on the right side. That way, if it flowed through the next couple of pages, it might work. But if you guys have ideas on how to track weekly things in the back or on a checklist page, let me know because I may have to reconsider this one. And then here I just kind of have like post-its with passwords and like notes on some of the designs. I have a meeting note space back here that I have it tabbed. And this is just like if something comes up during the day, if one of our partners calls and we just have like a quick meeting, a quick phone call, this is where I kind of take those notes. Anything planned out, of course, I take notes very differently. And then this is just kind of additional notes and projects that I want to remember, maybe not necessarily focus on, but just have those in mind. And I take notes as I go. And this is just to show how I used to have all of this in my Nancy planner as inserts. And this was basically like all the projects specific to my family business and trying to make it work. So you can see it got like really crazy. But I just like to have this here with my little kitty clip. But I just like to reference it, even though a lot of this has already been done or in my planner somewhere. I still just like to hoard them around with me, just as a reminder for that. But that is how the Christy planner is all laid out. So going back to my weeks, what I do in my weekly too that connects me to my rose planner. So any of these projects that I have in my goal planner, which is my dashboard rose planner, I will bring in a post-it note here. That way I don't necessarily put them into my week unless my week is going a little bit more calm than it usually does, which is pretty rare. But I just like to have them as a focus post it, and then I'll fit it in to my days as I'm adjusting throughout my current schedule. So anything like that, you see, I bring it in every week with those projects. So anything I'm going to focus on, they'll just go here. That way, it's not making the full schedule, but I'm just knowing that this is something I'm going to get done throughout the week, and then I scratch them on work or scratch them out and work through my week the exact same way. So you can see that my weeks are just kind of a little messier because, again, I'm just going through the days based off of what's coming out, what's coming up. And I'll only note on the top if there's something when I'm connecting my actual schedule, if it's going to impact my work day. So that's when I'll note like big appointments at the very top, just to know when I'm out of the office or I'm not going to be my full attention on that day. So that's my weekly breakdown for that. So now I'm going to move into February, and then we'll go through how I'm setting it up. And then I am going to be labeling out my note spaces because I think I do still need a little bit more, I guess, like routine and flow into my weeks. So I'm going to set all of that up, and then we'll get back into it so I can show you what I ended up changing out. All right, friends. So that is my Christy planner, my step 3. So this is how it is. I finally got to figuring out these banners, but they really tested my patience. So I will be contemplating that very, very deeply as I move into March with stickers, because I don't know how you lovely ladies do it with decorating your planners. It looks beautiful, but the process takes so much longer for me. But anyway, this is my spread for February. So as you guys can see, this is kind of how I move in. It's very simple in this planner, but any of the out of office I'll definitely tie in related to my actual schedule in my Rose or in my Nancy planners. Um, this is going to be new for me. So now that I know the Christy layout is working for me better than the May, as far as like all of the additional note spaces that I have throughout the week, I want to just structure it a little bit better. So I only moved into the first 2 weeks, as you saw, because I want to see if this is going to work for me. Um, in my Nancy planner, which is my step 2, you see that I move into the full month because that layout just has proven to be what I need for my weekly breakdown. And so since I'm still somewhat trying to figure it out in the Christy planner, like where everything actually goes, I'm not going to move into every single week just yet, but I do want to have something consistent for the first 2 weeks. So this will be new to me, so I can keep that always in mind as I'm working. My themes that I kind of consider for our marketing campaigns, and then which campaigns are actually already there, anything I am traveling with, and then some things that we just already have in our actual calendar that I wanted to note on there. So this is how I'm laying out the first 2 weeks. I always do have a section for the purchase orders that I keep track of, and then having like our end of week, my end of week list, which is technically the one that I have in the back of my planner somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, it's here somewhere, guys. There it is. So this is kind of like my weekly check-in. So I'll do it at the end of the week. So maybe I'm gonna like having it here instead of having this. Again, I have it digitally as well, but I like to have that satisfaction of checking things off. So I may add it here. I always either way section out my weekend. So you'll see like I just have like note space. Sometimes I just don't even use it since I don't work the weekends. So this will just be extra columns that I can use for something. I brought in my post-it note that is mimicking everything I have planned in my Rose planner, my marketing focus, what categories I'm going to work on for the design catalog, which is one of the big projects that I have going on right now. And then I have follow-ups and notes. So I'm keeping that the same over here. I left this blank. I'm not sure. There's a lot of other things that I know I want to track. And as a matter of fact, this was kind of like my plan when I was moving in, but it's kind of still changing. So I still have this to reference, um, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to put here yet. So it might just be like another little note space or dumping of like my extra post-its and things, but I'll kind of see as we work through these next 2 weeks. And so I'll definitely check in with you guys on it. But again, since I'm not 100% sure on the layout, I just know that these are things I do have every day. I'm trying to place them somewhere so that it becomes a routine, just like it does in my Nancy planner. So we'll see if this ends up working out for me. But this is how I'm laying it out now. Let's see. I'm not sure if there was anything else. I did try to use my stencils to do this, which I do like. I don't know if maybe I can use whiteout instead, and then that way I can like not have it. But I do like being able to see what the dates are just in case if I'm planning things out. So that'll also be a pending thing. But for the most part, this is the layout of my Christy planner, and it's strictly for my focus 9 to 5 job, where I know that there are things already part of my weekly and monthly routine, and then my day to day has that flexibility to just kind of um, go with the flow and see what happens that day. But of course, if I have anything already set in stone that's going to affect it, I will definitely make a note of that in this planner. So you can see why, for me at least, it's such a great, bird's eye view of projects for the family business, because it's not interrupted with anything else that I have for anything going on at home or with my clients. And so this is specifically what I have, um, to do for this specific area. Now, again, I mimic a lot of my calendar and schedules with my digital. So if I'm focused in on just one planner or the other, I'll still get those reminders if I do have to check in with something else related to, my client work or anything at home. But for the most part, since I do have it written out here, I kind of already have a really good idea of what that week is going to be. And then I do check in with my actual Nancy also, because this is always on my desk as well. So I have different views on my desk since everything is kind of with me. But if I'm going to go to a meeting or an office day for my family business, then I will obviously take these two for the most part, because this one is just meant to be traveling with me as well. So that is my beautiful Christy planner. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know if you think you would benefit from having a focus planner that's separate from all the other busy life chaos to manage everything else that, doesn't require as much focus time as a, 9 to 5 or a strict job schedule does. So love to hear you guys feedback on that. There will be a few links in my description if you guys are interested in a February planner challenge or just additional resources that I will be launching soon. You can sign up for my email list and get all of those details there. Thank you guys for watching my part 3. My last and final part is going to be part 4, where I move into a finance strict planner that I use to check in the household. So if that's something you guys are interested in, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.